This is something that I wish not to report on, but I did promise you guys to keep you informed, and informed you shall be. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I appreciate you guys all doing it. Make sure that if you're following me on this platform, that you're following me also on the platform you see above and below. And when you hit this like button right here, it allows my content to consistently be recommended to you, also pushing my content out in the YouTube algorithm world. When you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that bell notification. It's going to bring up another tab that would say all notifications, some notification, yada yada, peanut butter. Okay, hit the one that says all notifications if you want to be notified when I do post a video. All right, appreciate you guys all for that. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I told you guys that I was going to update you. I am going to update you in this story, but let me let you guys all know something else as well. I have completely sold out of these hoodies you see me wearing right now. I will do my best to try to get them all back up, but I completely sold out of XXL, triple XL, yes, XL, large, small, medium, and even kid size. So I apologize, and I'm really sorry, but I will do my best to try to get them back up there, and I do appreciate all the support, okay? Moving on, okay. Folks, unfortunately, this story does not have a good ending whatsoever. No matter if people... There's no way to even just get around this. This story does not have a good ending, and they now know who the shooter is. And the biggest thing is that, which I don't know if it's even necessary, but we don't know why yet, but we do know that it was a young girl. So let's go on and listen to it.
The shooter has now been identified as 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, who went by the name Samantha. She was a student at the school, and evidence suggests she died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The official cause of death will be released by the Dane County Medical Examiner pending the conclusion of their examination. She was pronounced deceased while in transport to a local hospital. A teacher and a teenage student were pronounced dead at the scene at that school. 6 other students and a teacher were injured and taken to area hospitals. 2 students remain in critical condition and have life-threatening injuries. A teacher and 3 students were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. 2 of these have been released and discharged from the hospital. The other 2 survivors are considered to be in stable condition. At this time, we believe there was only one shooter involved. We are still working to determine a motive. Detectives have talked to her family members this evening, as well as conduct a search of the shooter's home here in Madison. At 10:57 a.m., a second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred at school. The shooter has now been identified.
Well, you guys all saw that, you heard that, and this is very, very, very unfortunate, folks. And I know that a lot of people's first thoughts when it comes to this is going and blaming the parents, which I can understand y'all thought process in that. The student is herself, a 15-year-old student that did this, man. I mean, wow. I know the first thing we all thought that it was probably a white male. Let's keep it real, y'all. Let's not play stupid games and act like we don't think this. Yes, we most likely thought it was a white male. It turned out to be a female. But it's funny that, you know, I know people are thinking like, wait, was it a female? Because the fact that he said, and she likes to go by this name, though, you know, but from sound of it, sounded like it was a female, not a trans or whatever like that. So I know a lot of people were going that route. But here's the thing, folks, no matter what, all these were children, period. Flat out children. And there's going to be a whole lot of mixed emotions in this. But right now, folks, let me tell y'all this right now. Just give y'all something to think about. It's a lot of us that most likely is going to be enjoying our family, having a really good Christmas, right? They're not. I don't know anybody in that entire school right now. You got to think about this, from the principal down to the youngest student. From the principal to the youngest student, anybody that have ties to the principal down to the youngest student, most likely they're going to be having a very, very difficult Christmas. They're going to know that a week or 2 before Christmas, this is what happened. That's what they're going to remember. And you never know. This might be something that's going to stick with them for a long time before they get over it. They're going to be associating the Christmas holiday with this. So that's why I say it's so much stuff to unpack here. Now, let me just tell you all this. If you are a parent or mentor, make sure that you're doing strategies to really get involved in their lives. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about just because you're helping them with certain things like monetary things, whatever like that, or getting things that are tangible, but what I'm talking about is actually getting to the heart of the matter, making sure they're good, asking them questions about their life, what they think, what they want, what they are feeling, what they are going through. The reason I'm saying all that, because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of times, as a mentor, one of the things I like to do is actually get them on an individual basis. When you have people in the group, a lot of folks, they can kind of be themselves, but they really not really themselves unless you get them by themselves and get a lot of things that come out. So what I'm saying that for is that whenever I talk to a lot of my mentees, we get to real life issues. We talk about real things. I'm making sure that they're good, not having no crazy thoughts. And if they are having crazy thoughts, let's talk about it. I let them know what type of thoughts I used to have at that age. I let them know about a whole bunch of crazy things that I did at that age, because what they see now, when a lot of my mentors meet me and they see the success that I have and everything, right? I love letting them know how I was. I love introducing them to some of my family members and letting my family members tell them how I was. Because you need to understand that they feel like they can relate to you. They feel like, oh, when I make a mistake, oh, Mr. Ty did it too. Not saying that they're going to do it, but they won't feel as if, oh, by me doing this right here, that makes me no. It lets them know that that's just going to be a part of life. You're going to make bad decisions. Point is how to move on from them. So what I'm saying therefore is this. Is it possible that this 15-year-old child possibly had an issue with the teacher? Yes. Is it possible that she had an issue with the teacher and the student that she shot as well? Or the other, yes. Is it possible she could just be completely a sociopath? Yes. There's a lot of things in there. But what I'm saying is, for as a parent, one of the number one things you should do is be looking out for the well-being of your child. If you are a parent right now and you're listening to me, hey everybody, so I'm interrupting this real quick just to let you guys all know, those of you that have been asking how can you help and how can you donate towards the children to help children have Christmas, the ones that are involved under the mentorship of me, you can easily do it by donating to my PayPal or the Cash App right up there. And again, let me reiterate this, folks. I don't want you guys to feel any pressure. If you do, great. If you do not, great. I just want you guys to know that window is open right there for the ones who keep texting me, the ones who keep emailing me. That way everybody else can see it as well. It does not matter, because I make sure that the kids get taken care of anyway. But some of my subscribers who have been consistently and have been loyal in donating there, I know you guys always ask me to remind you to do it. So here is your reminder. And everybody else, to the rest of you, no matter what you do, whether you do or don't, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. If you are letting an iPad, a gaming system, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, if you are letting your children be on those things for hours upon hours and it's babysitting them all because they're out of your hairs, you are doing your children one of the biggest disservices in the world. These kids are on social media, but yet when in the real world, they're antisocial. These kids are on social media, but yet you can't even see why they're on. They just emotional. Just highly emotional. You can't even check their emotions because they don't know how to express them. Want to know why? They have no real life experiences. So what I'm saying therefore is this: more than anything, I don't care who you are. More than anything, your children are going to benefit more from having personal conversations with you as a parent, mom and dad. You guys talking about all kinds of different things. Put the phone, no matter of fact, the phone is not going to be put down on the table. It's not going to be put face down. The phone is going to be in a complete different room, and we're just going to talk. When I was young, I did X, Y, and Z. When I did this, oh my God, I cannot believe, that's what I do with my sons. From the age of 0 all the way until they started understanding English, I would tell them about things that I did as a kid, as a preteen, as a teen, the things that I went through. I was showing them where we grew up at, the homes we lived in. They just can't believe it. You need to make sure that you are doing things with your kid and make sure that they got some equilibrium in their brain. Excuse me. Got a little, let me send it to y'all. I got long eyelashes and they fall a lot of times when I blink. I don't know. They just fall and land on my tongue. Anyway, point being is that, yes, I believe that a lot of things can be absolutely 100% prevented if you are definitely involved, not just in the child's life for the sake of helping them from a distance. And this is not for everybody. What I do, there's certain of us, it's in us to really be in these kids' life to where they can call us in the wee hours of the night. They can text us. If something's going on in their mind, can you come pick me up, Mr. Tom? Just dealing with this. Go pick me. Let's talk about it, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Because you just never know. And a lot of times when you have a lot of things pent up, it has to come out. It has to come out some shape, form, and fashion, right? So I know that we might look at this and look at the situation and say things like, well, this could have all been prevented. It could have. You can say that, but you just never know. Know what's going on with your children. Know what's going on in their minds. Get real with them about certain situations. If you are a parent and you have not been involved in your child's life and you know exactly who you are, it's easy to give them the computer stuff and the gaming system, let them be out of your hair while you do your own thing. As a parent, your thing is them. Until, like my sons right now, they're in a few months, they're going to be 23 and 21. And I still talk to my sons about certain things. That's what you as a parent should be doing now. Until them boys get married, get their own family, I know that I'm probably still going to be there to lead and guide them in certain situations if they have questions about something. That is our job, to making sure that they are okay emotionally, spiritually. You know what I mean? Mentally. But just letting them be babysat by computers and babysit by phones and everything like that, it's damaging. Absolute damaging, folks. So anyway, y'all make sure y'all pray for any of the people that are involved in this any kind of way, because this is going to be a really tough end of a year from them. There's not going to be a happy new year for them at all. Some of these people are not probably going to send their kids back to that school. Now, against popular belief, I feel it's a shame that we put so much emphasis on things that I just don't believe is going to be of no major immediate threat to us, like global warming and climate change and all that bull crap. Why are you talking about that time? Money to Ukraine and all that bull crap. Why are you talking about that time? Because we put so much money in these things. And yet, for some odd reason, our kids seem to be the last thing. We are the most intelligent, well-manufactured beings that God created on this earth. And yet, for some odd reason, insects, animals, they all seem to put their lives on the line for their offspring. Animals that are considered to be prey put their lives on the line to make sure that their children are going to make it. You understand what I'm saying? But then yet here we are. We sacrifice ours left and right every single day. And at the same time, we seem like we don't want to put things in place through legislation or whatever to make sure that our offspring are going to be protected. Let there be officers. Let there be a program where you can possibly have retired vets who, I'm just saying, y'all, they definitely have to be, I'm just being honest. They would definitely have to be evaluated to make sure that there's no crazy PTSD or anything like that. But my point is, let the teachers be armed. Let the teachers get paid by the taxpayers to make sure that they stay up on going to the gun range. Ty, we shouldn't be living in a world where guns and da-da-da. You know what? If your child grow up from the kindergarten seeing a teacher with a gun or seeing some officer in their school with a gun, they're not going to think twice about it at all. They're not going to care. If you make it a problem, then they're going to think it's a problem. But it's not going to be any different than a teacher walking around with a pencil. It's not going to be any different than seeing your coaches walk around with a bat. Baseball coaches walk around with a bat. That can be used as a weapon. See what I'm saying? That's my opinion. And it's just flat out the truth that if kids grew up seeing guns on teachers or with the resource officers throughout the school, they're not going to think twice about that. Oh, the police officer going to shoot us. No, they're not. Don't place that stuff like that in their head. But your number one thing as a parent should be, when I send my child off to school, wouldn't you as a parent be so relieved that you know that there are people there that are going to protect your children should something like this happen? That's my take on that, guys. What are y'all thoughts on this? Don't forget to pray for that family, y'all. Everybody there at the school, even the shooter family, everybody's been affected by this, folks. Make sure you say a prayer for them. Let's see it in the comments after this video, okay? Don't forget to do what you guys see in that cloud right there, if you would, please. In the next video that I will be doing, most likely in chronological order, it's going to be up there. Things that I do as a variety on the channel right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.